Auction time. This is the 4W series auction. 4W01. It is a knife blade, modern knife blade, made from raw Georgia Flint River chert. This is the swirly type. It's got a big old thing here in the middle. I thinned it down somewhat. It's not that thin, but I like them robust like this. So that's how I made it this time. I did sharpen this edge more than this one, but they're about the same. Okay. 6 1/8 by 2 1/8. And the stem, or the tang, it's like 1 3/8 down here, 1 1/4. The fattest part. You can modify this to fit in whatever haft you've got. Yeah, I left it wide. Sometimes I can't leave it wide because I make a mistake and I've got to take it down. But this one I left it wide. All right. So yeah, it's translucent in some parts. It came out pretty good actually. I thought I was going to have some trouble with this stuff in the middle, but it worked out okay. So I just said I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to thin it down anymore because if I try to, I'll run into some problems. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. 4W02. This one is on video. It's a Marshall point. Yes, it is a reproduction of a Marshall type point. 4 1/4 by 1 7/8. What was these used for in the past? Everything. Knives at ladle dart points. They were sharpened down to little nubs and into drills. This was a very popular form back in the day. Okay, I spent a lot of time doing the notching on these, on this one, and in general on these, it takes me forever to do the notching because it doesn't look right unless I get the notching right. Yeah, and then the blade is developed after the stem. So that means that it's flaked after doing the stem. So yeah, it's sharpened all the way around. It's not a perfect reproduction because I'm not sure exactly how they used to sharpen these. I've got some Marshall bases, right? But down here from like usually where it snaps is just above the thickest part. So, but below that area, these barbs on the Marshalls that I have are all wonky. They don't pay attention too much to how sharp these areas are, but they might have paid attention to the sharpness of the top part more than the bottom part. I don't have any tops of these Marshalls to go by, so I don't know. Just as a side note, a lot of these do have these thinning flakes that sometimes look like flutes, right? Just like Paternalis, but it's a short stem in comparison to Paternalis. Okay. It's a raw Texas chert. Yeah. From the Callahan Divide. Yeah, it's on the western fringe of the Edwards Plateau. Okay. That's where I got that from, in case you're wondering. All right. 4W03. This is that black and red dacite. You can't see it because the lighting here is always pretty bad. Although it shows the shadows and the flake scars well, but it doesn't show color in the car or in the van. Let's see. If I open this, hey, that's an idea. Now you can see color. This is all on video. Okay. I didn't name the style. I just kind of did whatever. It's an art point. Yeah. Okay. It is sharp. Yep. Let's see. 3 1/2 by 1 7/8. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad I was able to think of opening the door. Usually I don't open the door because of the weather or cars going by or whatever. It's very quiet this morning, New Year's Day. Yeah. 4W04. This is the Cache River point made from this yellowish Texas chert. It turned out better than I thought because I was having some trouble with the step fracturing on this chert. But it turned out okay. It's all on video. Let me see. 3 1/8 by 1 1/4. Yeah. And this matches the size of the Cache River points in the book, the Overstreet Guide. Okay. It's not made from Arkansas chert, but it's close as I could get. It's raw chert. Okay. 4W05. Yeah, this is a... don't tell me I forgot the name. It's on video, so yeah. Merrill. It's a Merrill point. Yeah. It's probably a little bit too neat and too tidy for a Merrill point. But yeah, I'm offering it by itself because it is on video. Yeah, otherwise I'd group it together with other points. But most of these in the auction I did on video except for that knife blade. Except for this one. I did this off camera. And some of the ones I did on video have already been sold on the side, so I can't include them in the auction. Okay. Yeah. And no, I don't sell them by email outside the auction. I sell them to people in person. Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's see. Next. Yeah, so don't flood me with emails. I want to buy that. I want to buy that, because I don't sell them by email when I do them on video. If you watch me do it, like some of my friends have been watching me do some points on video, I'll sell them to them because they watched it on video. They sat there and they watched and stuff. I feel better doing that than having everyone try to send me emails and buy them that way. Selling them by email is a chaos. So it's either in person or by auction. Okay. 4W06. This is a box of those bifaces I was doing with the raw chert. The various bifaces. Okay. I'm sorry there's not really big ones in here. It didn't have very many big pieces of chert left. That one's 2 5/8. 3 1/8, 3 1/2, 2 3/4, 2 7/8. This is the biggest one in here. 4 5/8. I trimmed it down a little bit last night. Got rid of some of the fat areas that were on here. 3. Oh, I hate to get rid of this one because I've been looking for this stuff, but oh well. 3. 2 3/4. 2 3/4. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little bifaces, and they're raw. They're all raw pieces of chert from Texas. I believe it. They're all from Texas, and they're all various types. Some are high grade, like this is a high grade. Well, it's above medium. Let's put it that way. Some of it might be tough. I think there might be some inconsistencies, but for the most part, it's pretty good. But you saw a lot of these on video, I think. So you'll be able to go back and see if I had trouble with some of these or if they're high grade. All right? Okay. I can't remember right now which ones were which. 4W07, box of broken bifaces. This biface has issues in it, so I didn't want to deal with it. It's got this weird stuff there and weird stuff right here. There's a crack that goes all the way through, I think. There's something weird about it, so I didn't want to deal with it. Anyway, this one is 6.5 by 2.5. Alrighty, Georgia chert raw, swirl chert. Okay, this is a biface of Belton chert from Belton, Texas. Let's see what it is. It naps easy. 6 inches by almost 5 inches. Yeah, there's plenty of meat on here for you to work with. This is one of the few big pieces I had left of this stuff. Yeah, I don't have time to nap it all during the week. It's just ridiculous. All right. 4 5/8 by 1 1/8. Yeah, this one had some issues, but I cleaned them up for the most part. I would heat treat this before I worked it any further. Yeah, 350 degrees, no higher than that to start with. If it doesn't nap well after heating to 350, take it up to 375 or 385, but not over 400, because then it gets too brittle and too snap and halfish. Okay, all right. And the rest of these, some of these are on video, like these two. These two are on video. Yeah, this is the only notching point, and this is the, I don't know, can't remember, point. Let's see. I think this is the top of this. It's the banded obsidian, yeah. This is the top of what this was. It was like a whole point at one time. Maybe it was like that. Yeah, it was pretty long and I snapped it. Did I just chip it? No. Okay. This one I snapped on video. Yes, I did. Let's see. Before I made this one? No. Oh, before I made the other one. I think before I made the Cache River or something. Yeah. Totally snapped it. It's not snapping halfish, so I hit it really, really hard to get it to snap like this. This is just a biface that is, it's a good quality Texas chert. Yeah, it's pretty good. I just stuck it in here because I guess it was supposed to go in the other box. I don't know what it's doing in this box. Anyway. Yeah, it's going to stay in this box. Okay. That's number 7, right? Yeah. All right, let's see. 4W08. Last but not least, this is a box of big Georgia chert swirl bifaces. These are raw. All right, there's an issue here, issue there. This one has issues, and I didn't want to continue napping because then I'd have to break out the tissues. Yeah, that's about as thin as I want to go with this. I didn't know what to do with it. I've been saving it for like a month. I don't know what to do with it. 8 1/8 by 3 1/4. That's the biggest one in here. It's raw. It's not heat treated yet. You can heat treat this. I recommend 345 to 385, but no more than that, because it will become very snap and halfish if you decide to thin it down more. Now, it can be used just like this. If you want a big tomahawk, or, just a big old knife. Okay. This is the same thing, raw Georgia swirl. This is higher grade than that one for sure. I don't see any major issues with this one. This is pretty good, actually. See, I was going to make 2 knives. See? I made one already. I was going to make 2 knives. There's enough to make one almost the same size as this. But no time. Yeah. Okay. 6 5/8 by 3 1/2. And last but not least, is another Georgia chert, Flint River swirl, whatever type chert. Raw. Almost 6 inches by 3 inches. Okay, this one is pretty good too. Yeah, I don't see any major issues unless there's something sneaky hiding underneath the cortex, which I don't see. There is a hole there, but it's kind of shallow. It probably does not go all the way through, or it doesn't go very deep. Probably. You never know. Just be aware. Okay. That's it. Okay, let's see. Rules. Bid in the comments section under one of my pre-populated comments. All right? I will like your comment if I see it. Yes, yes, yes. Try not to bid at the last minute. No, no, no. Shipping is free in the U.S. International shipping is discounted, but not free. These are some rates. Look at them. Snapshot them. I discount the international shipping by the amount it would normally cost if I shipped it in the U.S. Okay? So if I normally ship it for first class, it's like $5 or $6. I'll take $5 or $6 off if I ship it first class to you. Right? Okay. That kind of thing. If you live in another country besides the U.S. Canada is cheaper than other countries. Just to give you an idea of the prices, okay? I will provide tracking numbers. I accept PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, checks or money orders. If you want to pay by any of these methods, make sure it's me that you're sending money to, and that's just established in emails between us back and forth, okay? Don't be sending money to someone else. Just wait until you know exactly where to send it if you're using one of these, PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. Okay? Let's see. I can also email you an electronic invoice that you can pay with a card. If that's your only option, the only thing you can use is a card, I have a way for you to pay that way by sending you an electronic invoice. Please note, I cannot charge your credit or debit card on my end. So don't send me your credit card number and the expiration date and all that stuff, because I won't be able to charge the invoice on my end. It has to be done on your end. It's one of the safety features that PayPal has instituted. I used to be able to do that. I used to be able to keep your card number on file and just charge you, but I can't do that anymore. All right. Winners will be announced starting at 9:01 p.m. Eastern Time. That's when the auction ends. But it depends on your time zone. The auction ends at 8 p.m. Central. It ends at 7 Mountain. It ends at 6 Pacific. All right, so you've got some time. The auction will be from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time forever until further notice. So you got 6 hours to put in your comments, which are your bids. And just pay attention to the end of the auction when I announce the winners. Okay? I will reply to your winning bid, if you're the highest bid, with this little cut and paste message: sold, thank you, item number, and the price. Please email me, Yeah, email me if you win. If you're new to this, make sure you email me. Don't be waiting for a notification or anything like that. Just watch the comment section. If you win, you can tell you've got the highest bid, and you can see this little response that I give you. Send me an email if you win. All right? If I've already done business with you, we don't have to go through this rigmarole. But if you're new, make sure you send me an email if you win. I can't look you up. I can't send you a reminder. I'm not going to send you a private message. You need to email me with your real name, if it's different from your YouTube name, and your address and stuff, because I don't know where to send it. So your name, address, and your method of payment, just like it says, right? Well, yeah, name, address, etc. Okay. These are my cheat notes. Yeah, there's better information down below in the description box. Please look at my previous auctions to see how they work. Auction 3J has a demo in it. Okay, yeah. I'm doing a short version of the short version of my notes. Okay. I hope you liked the items. Hope you had a good weekend. Happy New Year's Day. Hope everything has been good. I'm feeling a lot better today. I slept in. I didn't party last night, which is good. And I feel pretty good. All right, so that's it for the auction. Good luck.